What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Smitty the Goat here. Today we're going to be talking about Tarkov, specifically the optimization for it. We're just going to get straight into it. So I have a 4060 and a 5600, relatively mid-grade PC. It can be a piece of crap on Tarkov. A lot of the videos that you'll see will tell you to turn off shadows, turn off like grass shadows, a bunch of other stuff about your LOD and your overall visibility. Those things are true, but there's a lot more that you can do to your Tarkov to make it run better. One of the biggest things, and believe it or not, it takes a lot more of a toll on your PC than you realize. Windows. So Windows can take up to like almost 2 gigabytes of usage on your GPU to begin with. It also takes a pretty heavy toll on your CPU considering it's your OS. If you go to your web browser and you search Windows Optimizer, and there's been people to mention this before. It's at GitHub right here. You're gonna click it, you're gonna scroll down, hit download. Right now we're just gonna start it. This is it. When you first download it, a lot of this stuff will be unchecked. One of the biggest things is that you want to do is hit optimize performance, remove menus delay, optimizer network, disable error reporting, disable compatibility assistant, disable print service, disable fax service, disable sticky keys, disable smart screen, disable media player sharing, disable telemetry tasks, disable Visual Studio, NVIDIA telemetry, Google Chrome, I don't even know what that is, Mozilla Firefox telemetry, disable Office telemetry. Now, if you go to Windows 11, this is the big part. Whatever Windows you have, it will recognize it, and this will show it. Like mine says Windows 11 Pro 25H2. You're going to hit hide taskbar search, disable my people, disable sensor services, remove cast to device, disable virtualization based security, restore classic photo viewer, which, by the way, if you're a content creator and you edit videos, that can be a little bit annoying. Disable automatic updates. That's a big thing because your PC will, if it's on, it will always try to do it. So disable automatic updates, disable Microsoft Store updates, disable insider service, disable telemetry, disable Cortana, enhance privacy, news and interests, just everything right here. And put on enable gaming mode. Now, some people do use Xbox Live for recording or other things and their game bar. Be warned, if you turn these two off and you use Xbox for parties, you will not be able to get into a party. But like I said, most PC players use Discord. Disables Windows Ink, which usually that's the thing that allows you to connect your phone to your computer. Disable spell checking. Pretty good. You might look illiterate sometimes. Who fucking cares? You can play Tarkov at the right frame rate. Disable Snap Assist, disable Copilot. Now, here's a big thing. Some people don't realize how much stuff they have on their startup. You really want to just keep everything that you actually need. So if there's anything that you don't need on auto launch, it will use CPU utilization and take up a lot of room on your CPU. If you don't know, Escape from Tarkov is a CPU intensive title. That's kind of what we're trying to save you from right now. You really don't need to mess with this stuff. So pretty much once you're done doing what you're doing from here to here, so 1, 2, and 3, it will say up here, restart. Make sure you do it, because your PC needs to restart to apply these changes. Now, the second thing we're going to do, NVIDIA control panel. If we go to manage 3D settings and we hit program settings, we're going to find Escape from Tarkov. All right, so right here, image scaling should be off, application controlled for filtering, anti-aliasing off, anti-aliasing gamma correction, we'll get into that later. That should be off. This should be anti-aliasing mode, application controlled, because the application does control it. Use global setting off, background application max frame rate off. These should all be pretty much right here. Low latency mode, you want that to be at ultra pretty much, but it's use global setting. Your open GL rendering GPU, you want to set this to your GPU, because whatever can be used on your GPU should. Because like I said, if it's being used for the CPU in a CPU intensive game, your performance is going to be at a greater cost. So set that to your GPU. Now, power management mode, prefer maximum performance. That's what we're doing here. Power management mode, highest available. Preferred refresh rate, highest available. Make sure you put that. Texture filtering off, and texture filtering negative LOD bias allow. Now all this, keep it whatever it is, and or if you want, just change it to mine. I have a relatively mid-grade PC, so if you have a better PC than me, or even one that's slightly less powerful but close to my specs, you'll be fine. Right here, vertical sync, turn that off. Absolutely, just turn it the fuck off. Virtual, use global setting, Vulkan, global setting. Do whatever you need to do to apply these settings right here. This has something to do with an in-game thing, post effects. I know you all love it. It makes your game look all vibrant. Maybe even easier to see people. But here's the thing. It takes up performance like a mug, whether people realize it or not. What you really want to do is, I like to turn this bitch up to like 180. Boop. Contrast, the brightness, I'll put that like 52. The gamma you can put this like relatively to 160. Now me personally, I'm going to leave that back down to 140. I'm going to put that back to where it was. We're going to keep going. Digital vibrance right here, put that to 65. Hue, you can play with that. This is really what's going to allow you to have things visible in game. Instead of using, post effects, you can use the game's natural graphics, save on performance, and rely solely on your monitor instead of your CPU. Digital vibrance for me is at 65. Hue, this isn't really going to do nothing other than like really fuck your shit up. I use like 65. The biggest thing here is going to be your gamma. You can put that to like 160. 165. Depending on what your monitor's like, you may need to go higher. Contrast. I usually put the brightness to 52, leave the contrast, and put that to 160, 165. Imagine this on Tarkov. Apply, done with that part. Open up your NVIDIA app this time. That's the other thing. Update your fucking drivers. You want to go to your graphics. You're going to go escape from Tarkov. All right, scroll down. Smooth motion. That is a very important thing to have on. Max frame rate off. Turn that shit the fuck off. That way, your frame rate is uncapped in game, allowing you to have better performance with whatever settings are applied, which hopefully, your PC can handle this. We're going to open up Battle State. Before we go into Battle State, we're going to actually open our Google. We're going to hit Settings. Go to System. Right here. Use graphics acceleration when available. Turn that the fuck off. This takes a lot of performance. So turn that off. Make sure that's off. Turn all this off. In App Settings inside Discord, you're going to go to Advanced tab. Hardware acceleration. Turn that the fuck off. Go in here. So you're going to clear your cache. You want to always be clearing this. Clear it. Hit launch. Also, other things that you can do to boost your performance. Go ahead and make sure that your PC's graphics settings are set to performance. You want this turned on. Hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. Also, there's going to be a performance mode in there somewhere for your PC, usually in your power settings. So now that we are in game, PvE mode's a real good way to, just test out your changes. My GPU can handle this. If you want to save on frames, go ahead and knock this bad boy down to medium. Keep that low. You want shadows quality low. Turn this and this to the lowest setting. I just try to run it there. And this is really, if you're competitive, the only thing that you really see some struggles on is always going to be streets. It's always going to be streets. Clouds quality, turn that to low. NVIDIA DLSS balanced. DLS preset F. This setting to max performance. SSR, turn that off. We don't fucking need that. Anti-subtropic or whatever the fuck that says. Per texture, NVIDIA reflex low latency. Turn that off. Or if you need to, turn it on. Sharpness, turn this to 6. Lobby FPS limit, 60. Game's FPS limit as high as your fucking bar can go. And then in game, keep your automatic RAM cleaner off. I use only physical cores. These could or won't benefit you. If your performance is worse, it doesn't benefit you. Your field of view, 70. Head bobbing, 0.2. Post effects, turn this shit the fuck off. Turn it off. Turn all of it off. High quality color, always. Chromatic aberration doesn't have a huge impact on your performance. Streets of Tarkov lower texture resolution mode. Turn that on. Keep grass shadows off. MIP streaming. Volumetric lighting off. noise off, and just these are the only three you should have on. Vaulting over medium obstacles. If this says auto, turn this shit to hotkey. So right now, we're just gonna go ahead and jump into a Streets of Tarkov game to really test its fullest limit. Keep in mind, I have a 4060 and a 5600. Also, just so you know, if you hit your console button and type in FPS all lowercase 1, hit enter, hit console button again, you will have a refresh rate at the top right of your screen. And also keep in mind, I am recording, so if my frames are lower than usual, that's why. Recording and streaming will take up frames on Tarkov. So if you ever look forward into streaming or recording Tarkov, I highly suggest you get a very budget streaming PC with a capture card. That way, you can never take performance off your PC while you're playing Tarkov. Now, there is also a bug that can happen when you load it. You just have to change the settings and change it back. All right, let's put it to the test. So this is that bug I was talking about. It's like flickery. So what you do is that you're really just going to turn that to there and that to there, and it's smooth again. Now, if you wanted to go back, you definitely could. You should be able to. See? It's just a little bug. And right now we're getting 64 FPS with high textures. We're going to go out into a more populated area. So right now I'm still getting close to 60 FPS. So we're going to get into a small gunfight. Frames didn't break even under a stressful fight. Yeah, it wasn't that stressful. It runs perfect. Customs, dude, you can get as high as 80 to 90. I've even had 100 FPS. Reserve, 70 to 80. Factory, well over 100. So if y'all found this video useful, helpful, or even it absolutely changed your experience with Escape from Tarkov on your PC, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Catch me live on Twitch and YouTube. I'll see y'all in the next one. Later, dudes.